Good evening, everybody. We have quite the show for you guys now. We're not doing this. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
Are we doing the whole thing over now?
Yes. So, guys, we have so many. No, we're not. We're not.
Thank God.
But something I did want to point out, it was kind of odd I saw. Don't mean to single anybody out, but Suzanne, I saw you say that you got yeeted from X today for bullying Vic. But I don't see that. The only thing I saw was you asking Vic about the stuff that you bought from him. And then retweet, or I think it was liking one of his tweets, and you seem to be active up until an hour ago on Twitter. Just seemed a little odd. A little odd. Yeah, no, you shared his tweet. I see that. Don't see you bullying him. Just odd.
I just ignored him.
Yeah.
I think you replied to him at some point.
I did.
Or quote tweeted him, but I pretty much just ignored him.
Yeah. Anyways, guys.
I didn't see the point in like engaging.
Yeah, me neither. Definitely
fucking Vic.
not. No point in engaging.
No point.
But we're gonna go back to watching that. No, we don't want that transition. We want this transition. Damn it!
Get it together, Dean.
I'm trying, Vicky.
Gosh.
There it is. You are back just in time.
Yes, indeed.
We are back just in time. So let's watch this Cecil versus Malin stuff.
At least we're gonna try. If it's laggy again, let us know.
Yeah, and if Vicky talks too much, just tell her to shut the fuck up, Vicky. I'm trying to run a stream here.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
God, you could tell Ethan whatever you want. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Okay. Okay. So, first off, why was Miss Piggy besmirched?
Oh God. This
And
is
Cecil's
the elephant in the room.
protecting.
Patrick, you
Cecil's
interrupted
protecting-
our incredible conversation for that.
Yeah,
Yes,
Cecil
because the
is
chat-
protecting. That's right. Oh, it's the Iron Age, everybody. We're like iron. We're Iron Age. We're strong as hell,
There
and
you
that's
go.
why we write articles crying like little pussy SJWs.
Yeah,
I'm just
when
saying,
Cecil,
this is not the worst thing in the world. I don't think your reaction was bad. I think you're
My
right.
reaction is it's and I see fucking like Mint and she's like, I don't understand. You make fun of fat girls, so why is it not the same? Here's what it is. If I'm mad at you and I'm making, they're like, you made fun of Heather Antos that day. It's like, because I was mad at Heather Antos. I did not say, hey, I hate Heather Antos. I want to hurt her. Let me go after her dad or her father. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I like how
after
he's
them.
mad at her. It's okay for him to go after her dad. Like,
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what I know he's drunk, but that's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm mad at her, I can go ahead and I can, go after Heather Antos.
Yeah, very odd. Very odd.
Yeah.
Cecil,
Don't
you're
go
saying
after their
going
family.
after.
One at a
Just a
goddamn
family.
time.
It's a
Ethan,
resemblance.
I said, if you get offended that someone said your bird looks like Miss Piggy, you must think that your bird looks like Miss Piggy.
First of all,
That's true, too.
wait,
Yeah.
wait.
You
I just saw.
responded.
I responded the same way, Ethan. If I saw that about Andrea,
you
exactly
didn't.
the same way.
But
I
you didn't
didn't-
respond that way. When
but I
Andrea
didn't-
was called Horseface, you
But I
didn't
didn't
respond
see
to
it.
that.
But I
Oh.
didn't see it.
You know why you
Well,
didn't
maybe
see
you
it? Because
fucking
nobody
should
gave
have.
a shit, because the entire internet wasn't white
I didn't
knighting
see
for
it.
one of the
I
most
wo-
powerful, the
Oh,
wives of one of
fuck
the most
off!
powerful.
Fuck off! If I'm white knighting, fuck off!
I didn't say you. I said the entire internet wasn't white knighting for my wife. They were white knighting for Gary's wife. That's why you saw it.
Yeah,
You
it
got
was
better
really sad to
promotion.
see.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying you're missing the point. The point is the entire internet white knighted for this situation for some reason. Where they would not white knight for John Malin, they would not white knight for my wife. All
Why
this
does
stuff,
John Malin
and the
need a white
reason for
knight?
it.
Why does John Malin?
Because
First
the
of all,
Why
that's
does
not.
anybody?
And
Why
by the
does
way,
somebody else's wife
if we're
need a
gonna
white
go,
knight?
if we're gonna
Hold
call
on.
shit out,
Wait. Because we got canceled from a convention. Like
you
that's
know what?
culture war. That's-
Screaming. By the way, I thought your
because he
response.
got canceled from a convention.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like it just comes off very weird. It's like, so what that people defended Gary's wife? You're complaining that they didn't also defend your wife? Like I just don't get it.
It's such a weird argument.
Yeah. And like why does John Malin need a white knight? Why are you complaining that nobody's white knighting for him? Like, can he not handle shit himself?
No.
And all for the canceling that may never have happened. There's still no proof.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero proof.
The other day on Twitter where you were screaming like these guys didn't help me was the most feminine shit ever.
Oh
Do
my
not
goodness.
scream for other men to help you. Grab an oar, help yourself.
Geeks and
Fucking-
Gamers wrote a big
Do not
essay about
fucking
it.
be screaming, help
Oh
me,
my
Gary, help
God.
me, Jeremy. It was gay.
Cecil,
that
you're
whole
Jeremy.
Are you
tweet was
talking to me?
gay.
Are you
It was
talking to me?
gay.
No, he's talking to John.
I'm talking to John. It was gay to scream for help. From
It
other
was
Cecil,
men.
gay.
Oh my
he
goodness.
wasn't screaming for help.
It was. It was. Please help
Cecil,
me. But
he
it's
was
like,
pointing
yo,
out the hypocrisy. So
But they were literally just complaining. Like but they wouldn't white knight for John. No, they are making that complaint.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
That's
literally exactly what they're complaining about. Why didn't you guys also help me? It's such a dumb. It's so dumb. And it is feminine. It is fucking woman gay shit.
Cecil, I mean, I agree with you. Nobody should go after family. And what John did was just pointing
why
out
is that
hypocrisy.
controversial for me to just? I just saw
Yeah.
something. I opened up Twitter, saw something, made a comment.
But you
and they're
said
like,
Comicsgate, which is why everyone's pissed off. All you could have said is, "Don't be an asshole and call out someone's wife."
Yeah,
But you
I'm
blame
sorry,
Comicsgate.
but that guy
Yeah.
is part of Comicsgate. Sorry.
Dude,
No, that
you
guy's
said
a rip
No,
off.
but you're part of
guy.
Comicsgate. I'm part of Comicsgate. A
Yeah,
lot of
so am
people are part
I.
of
So I have
Comicsgate.
every
Rip
right
off
to.
A lot of
versus-
people. A lot of
Rip
I
off
have
people
every
are
right
saying
to-
You're
I
throwing
am-
Comicsgate under the bus, and you know it. And so is Yellow Flash and all those other guys.
I'm
and you're part of
every.
that
I
mob.
have every right
Yeah.
to speak my mind.
and that's
I'm more-
gay. So if I'm gay, you're gay.
It was gay, Cecil.
I rem-
Definitely gay.
I remember trying that argument with Comicsgate
Well, it's like
on Comicsgate, so I can criticize Comicsgate. It didn't work out very well for me.
yeah, well that's cuz nobody wants you. But
I know.
but no, it's like if you're part of Comicsgate, well, just like with anything, you're kind of a representative of Comicsgate,
Yeah.
right? So like what's the issue with what Cecil said there? It like there really isn't an issue. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
see one.
How about
I was
that?
giving
If I'm
live
gay, you're
comment-
gay.
You
I
were
was giving
blaming
live commentary in our group
Here.
chat.
Hold on.
Watching
It-
Ethan.
you're blaming Comicsgate for what
I did not blame
detractor
Rip
is.
off.
Comicsgate. I said Comicsgate. This is not what we should do. I did not.
And
say
that guy's not
should not be calling
Comicsgate.
people out. I should not be
No,
calling
he's
people
not-
out.
but-
And I should not be hold on. And I should not be calling people out for not standing on principle when they sit here and they benefit every fucking day from the culture war. Every
Dude, what are
fucking
you
day they benefit
talking
from the fucking
about?
culture war.
What are you
And we are
talking
part
about?
of the
Benefit
culture
from the
war. We
culture
are the
war.
culture war. We are the ones going out there and taking the fucking hits. We make the news.
Are
These
you begging
motherfuckers
these
should
guys
be
for
fucking
help
reported.
after
It
what?
does
How
it
many
sound like
years
I'm a
of
begging?
calling
Does
them
it sound like I'm
zeros?
begging?
No.
Did I call
Are
them
you
zeros?
kidding
me?
What? Hold on.
Are you
Kind of
Stop.
sounds
Stop
like
right there.
John is
Stop right.
begging.
What?
It kind of sounds like John is begging.
Yeah, no, he sounds like he's fucking crying.
Yeah. He was crying on Twitter too.
I'm the one calling them
Did,
zeros.
did
not
I
John.
call them zeros, Cecil?
No, but
Did Shane call them zeros?
No, but the de facto.
Oh, but
head of
Ethan did. So
Comicsgate-
now guilt by association is okay.
Oh,
Well,
see,
it
Guilt by,
doesn't.
wait, hold
yes,
on.
it
It's
is
guilt by
okay.
association
Yes, it's
okay.
Yes,
As long
it's
as guilt
okay.
by association is okay,
It's
then I
okay.
understand where you're coming from.
Are you joking?
Are
For
is
the
that what you're
last
saying?
3
Guilt by
years, there has
association.
been
Guilt by association is okay. It is
for the
or it
last
isn't.
3 years.
Because
Comicsgate streams have called these guys
Chrissy
zeros.
Mayer,
And then
Chrissy
something
Mayer
happens, you
said
go,
that-
please help me,
Chrissy
Nerd
Mayer-
Roddick, help me, Nerd Roddick.
Is that what I said?
Help me, Gary.
Is that what I
That's
said?
not what he said.
Cecil,
dude.
that's
what I
not
said?
what
That's
John
not what he
wrote.
said, Cecil.
That's not at all what he
You're full
wrote.
of shit. That's totally not what I said.
No,
John
instead
had
We
a-
know you're
he
drinking.
actually compared once again compared himself to Ed Piskor. And it was a tweet about maybe I need to shoot myself in the head and then Nerdrotic and all of them will cover my being canceled at the con kind of crap.
Jesus.
It was so bad.
Yeah, that's
It
pretty
was
pretty
yeah, it was so low T and just crying, literally crying for their attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do. No, it's like you can't expect these people you've talked shit about for years now to cover your fake cancellation.
No.
First of all, still prove it. Prove you were canceled. Which they haven't. They refuse to show anything that can prove that they were actually canceled. I have emails, but I won't show it. Whatever, fuck you. But to like cry that these people aren't defending you, the people that like whether or not John has specifically said anything about Nerdrotic and gang, who are gay. Like no love for F&T here.
None.
None whatsoever. They're just as grifty, just as two-faced, just as gay. But that's besides the point. Whether or not John has said shit, he's on Ethan's channels all the time. Right with Ethan. Well, Ethan talks shit. That's not really guilt by association. It's like, here's this guy who's never stood up for me. Well, his friend is literally right there talking shit. Why would I now defend that guy? He's never defended me.
Yeah.
You know? It's not a guilt by association. It's, I've watched you sit there and laugh while your friend has talked shit about me for years. Why would I now come to your defense?
And John knows it.
You
Right.
know?
I mean, there's no way he can't.
Oh, no, of course not. It's just another reason for Fem-Malin to cry.
Cecil.
Yep.
But listen, that's not what he said. He just
That's
said
not what I said. Not
this,
at all.
this deserves coverage. Not we need rescue.
Yeah.
And you
It's
know what
that
they said?
this is
Fuck
the
you.
story.
Fuck
Right,
you.
they
Do
said
another
fuck you
puppet
because
show.
of guilt by
Yeah.
association,
That's what they
which
said.
you are either
I
for or
do
against.
not
But even Chrissy
understand it.
Mayer
I
is not for
I
understand
just
that.
realized those are elf ears headphones.
I know, they are elf ears. I
them
understand
on.
it.
Magic Gate.
Wait, so hold on, Cecil. Are you for guilt by association now? Is that your
Wait,
position that you're
John,
for that?
John,
Are you for
we
that?
were,
Just
we were
yes or
literally,
no?
John,
Yes
we
or
were,
no? You're for guilt by
we were
association?
literally in the same
Guilt
situation.
by
with-
association.
Literally.
John, we were literally in the same situation with Ed Piskor, right? A guy who had insulted us was now under attack. Did we run to his defense? No, we laughed at him and he killed himself.
Oh, eventually, we kind of we
I'm
walked to
sorry.
his defense.
And
We
now
did.
it's
We
We-
walked to
we
his
walked
defense
to
right after he
defense.
fucking pulled the trigger.
Ethan's first fucking instinct was to jump on a stream after a JDA article and do nothing but shit on the man and try to cancel him. And this is what he says. Oh, I eventually tried,
We
you
ev-
know, started to
We
defend
eventually
him.
got out of our
I
chair
got
and
there.
slow
It took
walked
me a
to his
little
defense. I
while.
mean, the ambulance was
Yeah.
already on its way. But
The cops hadn't even found his body yet, but I was defending him then.
The body wasn't even cold, but it was dead when you finally
An
decide to
asshole.
come to his defense.
Right? Yeah.
I did.
How does that have to do anything with guilt by association? What does
What
that
is
have to
guilt-
do with guilt by association?
Miss Piggy was
What the
besmirched.
fuck are you even
and
talking
pissed
about?
it.
It has
I'm
nothing
saying
to
you
do with guilt
expect-
by
No,
association.
answer my
because
question.
Guilt by association is just John Strawman.
Yeah, because none of this is guilt by association. It is a straw man,
Yeah.
you're right. And he's fucking crying. Like but what does this have to do with guilt by association? Why can't I be upset that these people who clearly dislike us, probably for good reason, won't defend me? And fuck you.
Are you for guilt by association or are you
Oh my
against it?
God.
What guilt association? What is the guilt by association?
Oh my
That-
God.
That if
It's
Ethan has
irrelevant.
called people zeros, and
Yes.
then therefore
And
Ethan
Anna's
should
so
be
stupid. She thinks that's what the argument is, guilt by association.
But yeah, but it's like, but once again, it's just like, it's so obvious.
Guilt.
It's not guilt by association. You've sat there and laughed while Ethan has made fun of them for years and never defended them.
Ever since the Snyder thing, which we did cover on our channel. if you
Literally
guys-
never defended them.
Never.
Why are they supposed to defend you?
He just co-signed everything Ethan said about them for years.
Yeah, John got mad at a guy for liking a tweet that called John a poser. John spazzed out on Liam's. Unfortunately, Liam took down the stream.
God, I think I might still have that somewhere.
It's our first super chat.
Wow, Risey, thank you.
Wow. Wow.
We should screenshot it.
It says, welcome back, hacks. Thank you. That's $2
That's so
Australian.
caring.
It's like,
Australian.
yeah, it says $, too. So it's like a whole 50 cents. No, I'm just joking. No, thanks, Razy. That's really awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Risey.
John got, yeah, just read that. That was Rob Casey, canceled over a like. # Posergate, says Fowler.
Yep.
But no, yeah, it's like it's not guilt by association. You've never stood up for them. They're under no obligation to stand up for you. It's just dumb.
punished for calling people zeros.
Based on
whereas
nothing more than your word, too.
Yeah.
Which is the crazy ass part, because that's all it is.
I have not called anybody fucking zeros. Shane, to my knowledge, has not called people zeros. That is
No, you just sat there and laughed and never stood up for them while it was happening right in front of you.
a guilt by association. They have turned a blind eye to
It's a
us
tight
being canceled.
association when the three of you are canceled.
Okay,
I get
so
it.
guilt by
I get it.
association.
Yeah, I get
guilt
it.
by
I
association.
do.
You're for that.
I
If it's
know.
a
I
tight-
live
if
on
it's a-
Earth, John.
If
I
it's
live
a
on
tight
Earth.
association, if it's tight
Live.
association, then
John,
it's good.
John, I'm not
It's
saying
good.
it's right or wrong. I'm saying I live on Earth where
So,
it's like,
so I should be punished for anything you say.
John,
That's what
in
you
a
say.
way-
I should
in a
be.
Notice how John just keeps talking over him? Pretty woman-like, won't even let him talk. Just want to put that out there.
You will
Cecil,
be.
we are
Yes.
associated
We
like
are,
this,
yes.
so I should be punished for anything you say.
I didn't say you should be.
Just
but
say
you
it. Just say
probably
yes.
would be.
Just
You
say it.
probably would
Say I
be.
should. Say I
I
should.
didn't say-
Just say it.
Should is not the
God.
word. but
Just
will
say I
you-
should be punished for anything you say.
See, acting very erratically, doing the limp wrist bit, exactly, Hargrave. Say it, just say it, just say it, say it, say it, just say it. No, Cecil, say yes, say it. Like, fuck, dude. Could you be more of a bitch?
Say it.
No, I'm not saying
Say
you
it.
Cecil,
should
you
be,
fucked
but
up.
you will
Say
be,
it.
Say
John.
it.
That's the way the world works. You expect to insult.
That's
You-
not the way the
channel.
world works.
Are
That's
we
a
living
sick
on a
way.
world-
That's a sick
John,
way that
are
the
you
world
living
works.
in a world where you
That's
can
a
insult?
sick way that the world works. That's
John.
a sick way.
John, you're living in a world where you can insult guys every day for
I
3
did?
years. Calling
Did I?
No, Ethan did.
Oh, okay. Well,
And we
you
were
hang out
both
with
on
Ethan.
streams where he did
Fuck
it, and
you
we were
too.
sitting next to him while he did it. for
And you
3
sit next to
years,
him every
and then go,
well, you
help us, please, help
Is
us,
that what I
Mr.
said?
Sonic."
But he
Is that
never
what I
said
said?
that.
Outta
Cecil.
here.
When
Is
did
that what I
John
said?
No,
ask for
the
help?
bridge is burned,
Is that what I
motherfucker.
said?
I live
Is
in
that-
the real world.
Some people that move in our sphere have been cancelled. Like these people have cancelled. There's nothing wrong with that. What John
Cecil,
and
here's
Ethan are
the
saying,
thing.
correct,
Choke
you're
out is
wrong.
right. Let me have 30 seconds here to say something, to make a statement. The reason I call these people zeros is because when faced with an opportunity to stand on principle,
Cecil is a human stain.
with Zack Snyder, they failed to do so. They thought about what was most advantageous to their crew, to their business, et cetera, and that's why they earned the title zeros. Them not standing on principle and defending me, John, Shane, and doing just a video. This is wrong. Cancel culture is wrong. Proves and underscores my point. They're zeros. So I will call them zeros for another 3 years. And that I don't care what they do about it. They are zeros.
Hold on.
You
Oh,
can,
I know,
but
they're
don't cry
human
about them.
beings.
But don't cry about
Nobody-
them not running to your defense.
No, I'm not
We're
going to
not
cry. I'm
crying
going
about
to
'em.
laugh about them on Trash
Wait,
Cast.
John was
They're
crying.
zeros.
That
No.
Wait,
tweet
hold on. I was
Because
crying.
John, hold on, my 30 seconds isn't up.
Oh, I think it's been longer than 30 seconds, but we have our second super chat. This one's Canadian $5.
Hello, George. Thank you.
I got canceled from C2E3. Go over to Give, Send, Go and help George build out a new Joe King 1/6 scale 5K studio made out of the finest Legos. Everybody, I urge
Sweet.
you to go help George with his Legos. Thank you, George. Fowler says, George, CG killed itself with its own gayness. Wonderful, says Michael. Good to see you.
Well, that happened years ago.
Yeah.
Because John's learning that I'm right.
It is
John
what
had
We
you're
know you're
saying.
drinking, Cecil, but listen, that's not what he said. He just
That's
said
not what I said. Not
this,
at all.
this deserves coverage. We need rescue.
And you know what
that
they said?
this is
Fuck
a story.
Fuck
Right,
you.
they
Do
said
another
fuck you
puppet
because
show.
of guilt by
Yeah.
association,
That's what they
which
said.
you are either
I do
for or
not-
against.
do
But
not
even
understand.
Chrissy Mayer
I
is not for
understand.
it.
It's not guilt by association. Like, it's just not. You sat there next to him
So
and you never defended them, dude.
Ethan tried so hard to rein this whole thing in right there too, and he totally failed.
Yeah. Tried very hard to tard wrangle Cecil, who is a tard, but
Yes.
wasn't wrong.
I realize those are elf ears headphones.
I know. They are elf ears. I
them
understand
on.
it.
God, you're gay.
Wait, so hold on, Cecil. Are you for guilt by association now? Is that your
Wait,
position that you're
John,
for that?
John,
Are you
we,
for
we
that?
were,
Just
we were
yes or
literally,
no?
John,
Yes
we
or
were,
no? You're for guilt by
we were
association?
literally in the same
Guilt
situation.
by
with-
association.
Literally?
John, we were literally in the same situation with Ed Piscor, right? A guy who had insulted us was now under attack. Did we run to his defense? No, we laughed at him and he killed himself.
Oh, eventually, we kind of we
I'm
walked to
sorry.
his defense.
And
We
now
did.
it's like-
I did.
How does that have to do anything with guilt by association? What
What
does that
is
have to do with guilt by association?
Miss Piggy was
What the
besmirched,
fuck are you even
and I'm
talking
pissed
about?
it.
I'm saying you expect
No, answer my question. Are you for guilt by association or are you
Oh my
against it?
God.
what guilt association? What is the guilt by association?
Oh my
That-
God.
That if
It's
Ethan has
irrelevant.
called people zeros and
Yes.
then therefore
See, even Ethan says right there, it's irrelevant
Yeah.
because it's not the case. It's just not what's happening.
Ethan should be punished for calling people zeros, whereas I have not called anybody fucking zeros. Shane, to my knowledge, has not called people zeros. That is the guilt by association. They have turned a blind eye. To
It's a
us
tight
being canceled.
association when the three of you are canceled.
Okay,
I get
so
it.
guilt by
I get it.
association.
Yeah, I get
guilt
it.
by
I
association.
do.
You're for that.
I
If it's
know.
a
I
tight-
live
if
on
it's a-
Earth, John.
If
I
it's
live
a
on
tight
Earth.
association, if it's tight
Live.
association, then
John,
it's good.
John, I'm not
It's
saying
good.
it's right or wrong. I'm saying I live on Earth where
So,
it's like,
so I should be punished for anything you say.
John,
That's what
in
you're
a
saying.
way-
I should
in a
be.
way you will
Cecil,
be.
we are
Yes.
associated
We
like
are,
this,
yes.
so I should be punished for anything you say.
I didn't say you should be.
Just
but
say
you
it. Just say
probably
yes.
would be.
Just
You
say
probably
it.
would
Say I
be.
should. Say I
I
should.
didn't say-
Just say it.
Should is
Oh my
not the word.
God.
but will
Just say I
you-
should be punished for anything you say. Say it.
No,
What a fucking woman. What a fucking woman.
Yeah, it is pretty girly.
He sounds like a fucking
Yeah.
bitch. It's like, okay, regardless of the fact that this isn't guilt by association, what Cecil is saying isn't wrong. He lives in the real world where, yeah, dude, you are going to be associated with the shit set around you,
things that are-
especially if you don't fucking speak up against it.
Right.
That's just the real world. Cecil says, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's the fucking reality. You have to be a fucking grown-up and realize that that's what's going to happen.
If you're sitting on a it's like and this is an extremer example. If you're sitting on a panel and somebody says something racist and you don't call them out for being a fucking racist, you're going to be like tarred with the same racist brush. That's just
reality. Whether you are
it's just
racist or not,
reality.
that's what's going to happen. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong,
Yeah.
but that is what's going to happen. Jolly Jake Lovell says, Malin does argue like a boy brought up by a single mom. Very feminine. Then Lord Nemesis sexually violated Frog Tony says, the Dungeoneers were canceled because of guilt by association. They were hanging out with PTP and Mr. Biggins' retarded ass. That's
Yep.
a super good point.
Very relevant.
Very fucking
timely.
relevant.
Yeah. Very much so.
Tackleberry says rage views against Rippaverse isn't a sustainable business model.
No.
I think the bigger issue with the business model is not fulfilling your books.
That too.
Probably a bigger issue.
Probably a bigger issue.
My boys
could-
don't argue like that. Yeah, but you're a single father, hen. Michael says John Malin canceled a good chunk of CG. Malin is an SJW, but we all knew that. Yeah, let's continue. I want to
He's
see if
been
you
doing it
added
for
one
years.
specific part, Vicky.
If you even thought about Kickstarter, John Malin went out to cancel you.
Yeah.
He's been doing it since the beginning of Comicsgate.
Yep.
I'm not saying
Cecil,
should
you
be,
fucked
but
up.
you will
Wait a
be,
minute.
John. That's the way the world works. You expect to insult.
That's
you-
not the way the world works.
Are
That's
we
a
living on
sick
a
way.
world?
That's a sick
John,
way that
are
the
you
world
living
works.
in a world where you
That's
can
a
insult?
sick way that the world works. That's
John,
a sick way.
John, you're living in a world where you can insult guys every day for
I
3
did?
years. Calling.
Did I?
No, Ethan did.
Oh, okay. Well,
And we
you
were
hang out
both
with
on
Ethan.
streams where he did it,
Fuck
and
you
we were
too.
sitting next to him.
I
while
know
he
it seems
did
a little repetitive,
And
but
you
it
sit
really
next
did
to him
get
while
And
every
they
repetitive.
Well,
go,
you
help
stress
us,
it.
help us, please, help
Is that
us,
what I
Mr.
said?
Sonic.
But he
Is that
never
what I
said
said?
that,
Is
Cecil.
When did
that what I
John
said?
No,
ask for
the
help?
bridge is burned.
Is that what I
motherfucker.
said?
Talking about.
But he
Cecil,
did not
you keep
offend you.
saying-
You know, like, Anna actually makes a good point. She retardedly says, when did Malin ask for help? Yeah, no, she's right. He didn't ask for help. He just cried that they weren't helping him.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
You're totally right. They are right. Granted, it's a bit of, it's not semantics, but it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. You're right. He didn't ask for help. He cried that they weren't helping.
Yep.
If we want to get technical, I guess, but the distinction doesn't really change it.
There's not much of a difference in that distinction.
Yes,
Yeah.
but technically, he didn't ask for help. He just cried like a bitch that these people that he never stood up for, as they were being made fun of right in front of him for years, weren't helping him. Okay, I'm glad we made that distinction, Anna. Good point, I guess. It doesn't change anything, you fucking tard.
Was that the point you wanted me to have included?
No.
Yes.
That wasn't
When have
his-
all of us done all of these things?
Ethan. Oh, it's
Okay.
Ethan. Okay. What do you want?
Blaming all CG for the
Like, see, so
one
literally everything you said
meme
right now is guilt
is
by
retarded.
association. You're
But
lumping
But that's the way the
John,
world
me,
works,
Abra.
Anna. We're human beings. Yes. If
I
John is
don't
sitting
do
there-
that.
We're not
if John is
arguing
sitting-
that.
Oh, but yes,
Anna
she
doesn't
does.
do that.
But
Yeah,
yes, she
yeah,
does.
she kind of does. If
Yeah.
anybody remembers the thought wars of 2021.
If John and me are sitting next to Ethan while he's calling these guys zeros, and then John and me are camped
Oh my
somewhere,
god, dude.
they're gonna be like, "Fuck."
Cecil, were
Yeah, I
you
know, but
on
that's
that
Hold on,
stream?
unacceptable. That's
Hold
Wait,
on.
if their
Cecil, were you
reaction,
All
on
of
that
War
stream?
reaction,
Campaign
Ethan
got
didn't know.
canceled
Ethan was
because
by
of Anna and
himself
guilt by association.
Yeah.
when he
And
called
she led the fucking charge.
Mm-hmm.
everyone zeros. He was streaming by
I've been on a
himself.
dozen streams with Ethan where he called them zeros.
Okay, but the
he calls them
initial one.
zeros
Hey,
all the
She's like, oh, but, oh, fuck. I guess he got me there.
Hold
The
on,
initial
hold on.
one
Yeah,
that
I'm glad
started
that-
it all. Hold on. I've been sitting here wanting to blow my brains out this entire time.
Anna,
So
please
do
don't.
it.
Don't do it.
Okay, fine. Goodbye.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No. Oh.
Oh no. Oh god. What a terrible. Oh no. The stream didn't just improve 1,000%. Oh no.
That's the end.
Well done,
Yeah.
Cecil. There's another one you've got rid of.
All right. Well, I finally vindicated myself.
That was funny. That was funny.
Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. If you go back to the stream Ethan had that night when Zack Snyder made his comments on the Geeks and Gamers channel, right?
Uh-huh.
Disparaging their community as racist, because a lot of them fucking are. Who was on Ethan's stream sitting on screen, hovering right above Jeremy as Ethan excoriates them? Cecil and Malin. So yeah, Anna,
Yeah.
they were on that stream.
Well,
Like,
so what's really funny though
not
is
that first one.
yeah, but what's really funny is there's a part you didn't include where Malin is crying still because he cried throughout the whole fucking stream, guys. And he says, you know, it's about principle, Cecil. Like, I don't like Mark Brooks, but if Mark Brooks was being canceled, I'd say that's wrong. This is on the heels of this
That's
is
them trying to
this has to
cancel.
do with the C2E2 quote unquote canceling. But in response to them being fake canceled, because they haven't been,
Shane and John and Yanzi have been trying to cancel Mark
yeah,
Brooks.
they've and Anna
and
and
Anna.
they're like tagging C2E2, being like, how can you let this guy at your convention? Where were you, John? Like, and this is your example. This is your fucking example that you retardedly decided to choose. All the people next to you literally have been trying to do that for the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
And you're going to say, I don't like Mark Brooks, but if he was being canceled, well, literally everybody next to you has been doing that, has been trying to do that. Unsuccessfully, because nobody cares what the fuck you guys have to say in the real world.
Yeah.
But if this is your example, where the fuck were you, dude? This literally has been happening for the past 2 weeks. Like, I thought you stood on principle, bro. And this very specific example you just gave has been tried to have been done. So where were you, bro?
Certainly wasn't calling anybody out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really funny, guys. Really, really, really funny. Never forget the thought wars of 2020. It wasn't really a war. I think it was a blowout.
Oof.
One side clearly won the thought wars.
Yes.
But Malin is arguing like a liberal. I thought he was a Trump guy, says Indrid. Hargrave says, if only Phil Diaz was on here to upset John more. Yeah, that was really funny.
That was so good.
That was so good. Just shut your fucking mouth. I shouldn't talk to any of you motherfuckers. Well, apparently C2E2 is also letting the Wheelers in, and they stole from other vendors and customers. Ethan Zero's comment initially happened in a Mecha Random livestream chat. He never said it, he typed it. I remember I was there. says Dave Voles. Never
Ah.
help John Malin at Risey's dive bar. Only you can save him. Hail Cecil. Cecil can't understand standing on principles because he doesn't have any. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
all of this is pretty dumb. All over a cancellation that has yet to have been proven to have ever happened.
The way they say it did.
A lot
I
like
mean, we all
9/11.
obviously they got canceled.
Just
But they'll be
joking.
in Chicago next week and they'll announce the spot for the meetup. I guess they're afraid all the anti-Comicsgate forces will show up and disrupt the event. I don't know,
Yeah, something
they didn't
stupid.
say that, but they're trying to be all secretive and shit. It's just too much. And that's assuming they even let Ethan in. He may not even get through. He says he's got a ticket. There's nothing you can do to stop me. And then there is,
Well, I
but
mean, the convention itself could certainly stop him, yes.
yeah.
I bet I am willing to place bets. I bet $20 Ethan doesn't get in. If anybody wants to take me up on that bet, then $20 Ethan doesn't get in. Or actually, I bet $30 Ethan doesn't even try. Bet $30 he doesn't even show up. Morg says, I hope Nasser shows up at the meetup to randomly yell at them for being even more embarrassing than Nasser is.
He lives near there, I think.
Hmm.
Doesn't he?
I don't
I
know.
think he
Is
yeah.
Ethan still planning on sneaking in fancy dress?
Well, it doesn't matter. They'll check your ID.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
I think that's it for this one, guys.
That's all we had for this week.
Yes. Consider being a pay pig. $4.99 a month. For $4.99 a month, you get to use, guys, check it, this pay pig emoji. It's like PayPal, but it says pay pig. This emoji. And then the cider emoji.
Which I think there's an Ethan and a cider emoji.
There's still more to come.
I think we should get rid of cider and replace it with Mandy's whale tail tattoo.
Or the milk carton.
Milk carton might be a little small.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe just a horse.
That would work as well.
That would also work. EVS is going to disguise himself as a heterosexual in his attempt to sneak in. Sad. All right, guys. You all have a wonderful night. Next week will be big.
Yeah.
Make sure to all be here next week because
You
we
don't want to
have
miss it.
something very big that you won't want to miss that will upset
A
lot
lot
of
of people.
Only on D&V Investigations. And become a pay pig, seriously. All right, later, guys.
Good night.